Magandang buhay! In this short video clip, let us explore more about Leo Tolstoy's triple art criteria and its aesthetic appraisal of Medeo Cruz's Politeísmo. Without further ado, let's dive in. For so long, many thinkers claim that art is identical to what is beautiful. Philosophers like Alexander Baumgarten and David Hume essentially agree that the goal of art is to produce beautiful objects that provide pleasure to the people. For many years, beauty and pleasure have been considered as the supreme criteria for aesthetic judgment. But then came Leo Tolstoy, who began to challenge this theory. For him, art is not only meant to produce beautiful and pleasing objects. Art's goal is not only to provide amusement or entertainment. Art, as Tolstoy claimed, has a higher and more sublime purpose, which is to bring about communion and inspire people to live meaningfully. Hence, for Tolstoy, art should be aesthetically beautiful, morally good, and edifying to the faith. To better understand what Leo Tolstoy meant, it is necessary to present concisely the basic elements of his three criteria of art. These criteria are as follows: emotional criterion, moral criterion, and religious criterion. Among Tolstoy's three criteria of art, the emotional criterion must be recognized to be first in importance. For Tolstoy, emotions or feelings are essential to art. Hence, true art is one which is not only a product of the mind, but over and above, it must be a product of the heart. To be clear, it means that a true art is one which carries within it the feelings and emotions that were present in the heart of the artist. And as it carries the emotions and experiences of the artist, a true artwork has the power to transmit the same feelings to all people. Hence, in Tolstoy's mind, a genuine artwork is one which is emotionally infectious, in the sense that the receiver of the artistic expression is infected with the feelings and emotions coming from the sender. Now, for an artwork to be truly infectious, it must possess three essential elements. First is individuality. This means that the feelings transmitted by the artwork must be specific. A truly infectious artwork transmits the personal and profound feelings of the artist. Second is clarity. The second element emphasizes the requirement that the form of the artwork should clearly and purely express the feeling of the artist to its audience. And third is sincerity. According to most commentators, the element of sincerity refers to the intensity and genuineness of the emotions and feelings invested by the artist in his artwork. Moreover, the element of sincerity demands that the production of art be born out of an internal need for expression. Moral criterion. Tolstoy held that even the field of art needs a moral criterion to be its guide. While he held that the prime goal of art is to communicate feelings, he also attached heavy emphasis on the quality of emotions. This is the reason why he repeatedly stressed the importance that the emotional content of artworks should be honest, sincere, and genuinely good. As an advocate of morality, Tolstoy believed that artworks should become means through which virtues are formed in the hearts and minds of people. And among the virtues, Tolstoy elevated universal brotherhood as the absolute virtue. Religious criterion. For Tolstoy, every society at every generation possesses a peculiar religious perception. But what is this exactly? Firstly, religious perception pertains to a society's profound understanding of human life and existence. Secondly, it refers to the highest ideals that a society must strive to attain or become. Now, Tolstoy not only recognized the fact that Christianity was the religious perception of his time, he also made a bold claim that this religious perception should serve as the canon through which the value of any artwork is to be determined and evaluated. Thus, he said, and I quote, "Art should be appraised on the basis of that religious perception, and, as has always and everywhere been the case, art transmitting feelings flowing from the religious perception of our time should be chosen from all the indifferent art, should be acknowledged, highly esteemed, and encouraged." End of quote. Having exposed the core of Tolstoy's triple art criteria, now is the time to apply these principles on Medeo Cruz's Politeísmo in order to assess its real aesthetic value. Politeísmo and emotional criterion. It is evident that the feelings transmitted by that artwork is generic and not profoundly personal, and being so, its level of infectiousness is evidently very weak. This is why not everyone who saw the exhibit understood what it meant. Instead of making the audience feel the same feeling experienced by the artist, the exhibit only engendered alienation. In this regard, one can say that it failed to pass the requirement of individuality. Next, an art to be emotionally infectious must manifest clarity of content in emotion. In a similar fashion, Politeísmo also failed to satisfy this requirement. Why? The answer is evident from the mixed reactions it gained from the public. Some were positive, but the majority was negative and even violent. Ordinary people could not understand the message that the artist wanted to convey. The last element is sincerity of emotion. Indeed, emotions are essential to art, but one must not forget that equally essential is the quality of emotion. Indeed, what is more important is that artworks must communicate sincere, honest, and good emotions that foster unity. In view of this, does Politeísmo convey sincere feelings? Basing on the strong public outrage it received, it appears that it also failed to meet the sincerity element. Instead of communicating feelings that promote empathy and communion, it produced apathy and animosity among people. Having applied the emotional criterion to Politeísmo, it becomes evidently clear that it lacks individuality of emotions, clarity of content, and sincerity of the artist. Hence, based on the emotional criterion, Politeísmo is nothing but an example of a counterfeit art. Politeísmo and moral criterion. To see whether or not Politeísmo passed this standard, it is a must to examine both its content and its effect to the general public. As described beforehand, this art installation mixed religious articles and secular things. What is worse is that it desecrated religious images by attaching sexual and obscene objects to them. A huge wooden penis was placed on one image of Jesus, and pictures of nude women were placed side by side other religious pictures. Having this in mind, one will surely be forced to question what moral values this kind of artwork has to offer. Can human persons derive any inspiration from this provocative art which will strengthen their resolve to live better lives? The obvious answer is definitely no. The content of the art exhibit committed serious offenses against recognized ethical norms. Firstly, it failed to show basic respect to the religious belief of so many faithful believers of Christianity. Secondly, it violated the code of decency and prudence. The display of nude pictures degrades the dignity of women, and the irresponsible mixing of sacred and lewd symbols can be misunderstood as a promotion of sexual promiscuity. Thirdly, it undermined the cultivation of communion and brotherhood among people, which, according to Tolstoy, is the ultimate virtue. Having said all of this, it became clear that Medeo Cruz's Politeísmo drastically failed the test of morality. Hence, based on Tolstoy's moral criterion, this artwork is found to lack what it takes to be a genuine artwork. Politeísmo and the religious criterion. The paramount question to ask is, does Politeísmo embody the ideals of Christianity? The answer is most definitely no. It is rather an utter rejection of what Christianity essentially means. Why? First, it provokes sentiments that are hostile to faith and religion. This exhibit desecrated religious images that are dear to the hearts of believers. Second, it undermined Christianity's core teaching of loving one's neighbor. Over and over again, this paper stressed the negative effects of this exhibit to society. It transmitted feelings of anger, hate, violence, animosity, and many others. It caused serious damage to the bond of communion among peoples. In short, it failed to foster the spirit of loving others as brothers and sisters. With all these arguments presented, it can be concluded that according to the lens of the religious criterion, Medeo Cruz's Politeísmo is nothing but a clear example of bad art that must be dismissed and rejected. To end, this research strongly recommends that contemporary artists rediscover and apply to their practice the richness of Tolstoy's aesthetic ideas. The researcher of this work firmly believes that the heart of Tolstoy's philosophical reflections on the field of art effectively address the pressing issues confronting humanity at present, as the world becomes more and more divided, as indifference and alienation grow, and as the power of evil and immorality become more pervasive. Humanity must rediscover the great power of art to build connection that unites, to transmit profound feelings that convey empathy and closeness, and to facilitate humanity's total development as moral agents and as members of God's universal family. Maraming salamat po.